1-0 in Delta 3.
Correct.
All right, good to go. Got name?
Specialist Walls.
Great.
Those calls are fine.
Direct route. Yup. Dude, like. I found the train.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, an hour.
Just talking out loud, but there's so
What's that?
Got your map?
Yeah.
Had a warfighter, and when
Bravo 2, Charlie 8.
they more, I think more of a multifunctional outfit. One of ours. He's gonna have to. Alright, man, tell me a little bit about today's event.
This is one of my events that I've always struggled with. This is night land nav. So a lot of rain bugs and just a lot of adverse conditions, but I had a lot of fun with it, and the harder it is here, the easier it'll be at the next level. Struggled with my first point, and then I reoriented myself, and I overcame. I'm super motivated to be here. Everybody here, you know, you can trust them. You know, they got your back, and this is the best here. So everybody who's here, I'm really proud to meet, and definitely going to see them in the future because these are the guys who are going to stay. It's definitely a level up from any other competition I've done so far. And the back-to-back events are good. It keeps you on your toes, minimal rest time. I started off as a stand-up comedian and a musician, and then I auditioned for the Army to be in the Army band. And after I failed that, I took a year of college first before I came back to be an engineer. I had never considered it. All of a sudden, I got a phone call one day, and they asked, "Have you ever considered being in the Army?" I told him, no, I never thought about it. And he said, "Why don't you come in? We'll talk about it. What do you like to do?" I said, "I play music." He said, "We have a band." That's how I got started. You got to be able to read people and communicate. And being a comedian or a musician, you're always listening and observing, and that's huge for anything you do here. You got to know your surroundings. You got to get to know the people you're working with. I'm just really happy to be here, trying new things. A lot of the new technologies, as far as the simulators, are cool. Didn't even know that some of that stuff existed. I read a little bit about it, but it's awesome to be here playing with it.
So far, and what do you think about this level of competition?
The level I did before this, I mean, it wasn't as intense. We didn't have as many events. I mean, our day is fully packed from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed. It's really good competition. I mean, a lot of the guys know their stuff. So, and the events are the support staff. They did a really good job keeping us moving, keeping everything rolling. You know, we really don't have much downtime. I mean, except for a little bit today, but it's kind of nice since we were up at 0:30. So, you know, it's a pretty early day. So I liked everything. I just really haven't done anything I didn't like yet. I mean, Nightland, I was rough, but still liked it. So the hardest part was trying to plot your maps, or trying to plot your points on the map, because it's pouring down rain. Even if you had a tree for cover, I mean, it was still difficult. Your map would get moist regardless, just because of the air. And then you try to plot it with a pencil and poke right through, and then eventually the map just shredded. So you pretty much just had to go off terrain features and get as close as you could to where you thought that point was, and it was rough. It was rough. It's just there's so many people that stand out in the military. You know, when it comes to promotions and stuff, you gotta do something to stand out above the rest. So I pretty much take everything I can. I've done, you know, not a lot of best warrior competitions, but I've done a lot of Army stuff, and you know, a little under 3 years I've been in. I've done a lot of competitions, so I'll take whatever I can to stand out. I mean, in my past, it was still government related. I built Special Forces vehicles, the open cab Special Forces vehicles. We got the frame from Germany, put all the hoses on, all the wiring, the drivetrain, everything. Built them from the frame up at it was a business my uncle owns back in my hometown. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. And I got sick of building them, wanted to drive them. One of the things that drove me to join the military, you know, I said this, you know, I thought to myself, it's like, this is what they get to play with? It's like, are you kidding me? So I had to, it's one of the things that made me join, and, you know, I strive to do more and more stuff, you know, stuff like this, you know, how often you get to ride on a Chinook, or, you know, I did level 2 combative, so it's a good train up doing detainee ops, or, you know, getting someone out of a vehicle, just everything, I mean, so.